all the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Philippine Air Force and Philippine Army conclude successful interoperability exercise. JTF Orion deploys a new battalion in Basilan to enhance security. 37 more Pinoys from Lebanon to return home today. DBMC's 2025 proposed budget signed before Christmas.
Good day, everyone, as well to our troops at Camp Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. Today is Monday, October 14. We'll bring you the latest news from the armed forces and other information around the Philippines. I am Rofh Suzon for AFP Community News.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for the brief overview of our stories, the Philippine Air Force and Philippine Army wrapped up the Philippine Air Force Philippine Army Interoperability Exercise 03-24 at Camp Melchor de la Cruz, Isabela. The 5-day exercise involving over 1,000 participants featured command post exercises, field training, and expert exchanges, enhancing joint combat readiness. Major General Gilliver Señores, the command of the 5th Infantry Division, praised the troops' professionalism and emphasized the importance of joint operational integration for future missions. The event concluded with a dynamic capability demonstration showcasing the elite military maneuvers.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Sulu-based Joint Task Force Orion has deployed the 32nd Infantry Battalion to bolster security and maintain peace in Basilan Province. Under the command of Brigadier General Alvin Luzon, the battalion will take charge of operational and security responsibilities in 2 key municipalities, particularly as preparation for the 2025 midterm elections intensify. Brigadier General Luzon emphasized the battalion's role in ensuring a safe democratic process while also contributing to ongoing peace initiatives with local groups. This timely deployment aims to sustain stability in the region following recent declarations of ASG-free municipalities.
Armed Forces Radio.
From First Year G, let us hear some information from Meljoy about Hacienda Luisita farmers celebrate 6th anniversary of freedom from CTG.
Rofh, in October 2019, the leftist group Alyansa ng Manggagawang Bukid sa Hacienda Luisita o Ambala withdrew its support for the communist terrorist group and organized a new group called Malayang Magbubukid sa Hacienda Luisita. This reflects their newfound freedom from the influence and control of the CTG. 6 years have passed since then, and on October 10, 2024, they celebrated their anniversary in Barangay Baleta, Tarlac City, marking a renewed sense of freedom and hope among the members. The first civil relations group here as AFP and the 3rd Mechanized Infantry Battalion of the Philippine Army attended a simple program which highlighted the cooperation and unity of all Malaya members that contributed to the organization's 6th anniversary celebration. It can be recalled that with the concerted efforts of the Northern Luzon Command Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Regional Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict Region 3, and the strong cooperation of the farmers, Malaya became a registered cooperative with the Securities and Exchange Commission and was able to establish their Malaya Agricultural Cooperative in addition to receiving various interventions and support from the different government agencies. On the occasion of their 6th anniversary, the farmers expressed their profound gratitude to the NOLCOM AFP and RTF-LCOC for their invaluable assistance on their path to peace. They reaffirmed their commitment to supporting the government's campaign to eradicate insurgency and urged the remaining members of the Ambala to return to the fold of the government and join the Malayang Magbubukid sa Hacienda Luisita. This is Meljoy Nesho Arroco reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Meljoy.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
Philippine Air Force reservists have played a vital role in ongoing disaster response operations following Typhoon Julian. A total of 79 reservists from the 2nd Air Force Wing Reserve have been actively involved in delivering relief goods, conducting search and rescue, and assisting affected residents in Batanes. Their efforts highlight the crucial role of Philippine Air Force's Reserve Force in supporting disaster-stricken communities across Luzon.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Philippine Marine Corps successfully held the Sovereignty Run 2024 in Fort Bonifacio, Taguig City yesterday, with 4,000 participants including Marines, uniformed personnel, and running enthusiasts. The event was part of the PMC's upcoming 74th anniversary celebration. Runners completed distances from 5 to 50 kilometers, with finishers receiving medals and shirts. The said activity aimed to raise funds for the families of fallen Marines and support troops stationed in the West Philippine Sea.
Armed Forces Radio.
From Solcom, let us hear from Jess about 9th CMO Battalion conducts ammo management training to enhance field safety and efficiency in Legazpi City.
The 9th Civil Military Operations Battalion successfully conducted the ammo management training at Camp Brigadier General Simeone Ola, Legazpi City from October 10 to 11, 2024. 20 participants from 3 CMO companies of the battalion attended the training. A subject matter expert from the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Battalion educated the trainees on how to maintain and care for ammunition, as well as everything to know about the improvised explosive device, which is essential in the field. The training emphasized strategic tactics that uphold our dedication to professionalism and service. The program aimed to enhance participants' knowledge, skills, and attitudes regarding the safe and secure handling, storage, and disposal of ammunition, as well as the proper and efficient management of weapons. The 9th CMO Battalion, under the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Genevieve Danias, remains committed to advancing its operational effectiveness through continuous training and development, ensuring positive outcomes in its mission to serve and protect the Bicolanos. This is Jess from Solcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jess from Solcom.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The 30th Marine Company of Marine Battalion Landing Team 10 demonstrated their expertise in Pequite Tercia Cali at the Nuestra Señora del Rosario Festival in Itbayat, Batanes. Invited to showcase close combat techniques, the Marines aim to inspire local law enforcement and residents in self-defense skills. The initiative highlights the Philippine Marine Corps commitment in enhancing community security and promoting peace in the province.
DWDD National News.
And for our national news, around 37 overseas Filipino workers will arrive in Manila today, following President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s order to mobilize all resources to move Filipinos out of harm's way. According to the Presidential Communications Office, the 37 Filipinos are expected to arrive in Manila this evening. PCO emphasized that the government continues to work tirelessly to bring more Filipinos home, ensuring their safety amidst the ongoing situation in the region. The latest arrivals of OFWs from Lebanon came amid the ongoing strife between Iran-backed and Lebanon-based Hezbollah and Israeli forces.
Armed Forces Radio.
We have a report coming in about military and local officials' boost campaign against loose firearms in Cotabato City. Go for the details, Shai.
Good afternoon. The military, in partnership with local officials, has intensified its campaign against loose firearms in Cotabato City under the Small Arms and Light Weapons Management Program of Joint Task Force Central and the 6th Infantry Division. 3 high-powered firearms, including 60mm mortar and 2 M14 rifles, were voluntarily surrendered by residents of Barangay Tamuntacao 1 to their barangay captain, Honorable Ahmad Orak, yesterday. These were turned over to Lieutenant Colonel Lester Mark C. Baque, head of the Marine Battalion Landing Team 5. The turnover followed a continuous information and education campaign by JTF and 6ID, aimed at promoting safer communities and reducing violence from unlicensed firearms, especially as elections approach. This is Shai reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Shai.
DWDD National News.
Government agencies are going after a syndicate recruiting Filipinos to work in offshore gaming operations or POGO in Laos. Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak disclosed that the DMW, Department of Justice, and law enforcement agencies have launched an investigation against the syndicate, which was uncovered by Philippine Ambassador to Laos, Dina Joy Amatong. Kakdak said Amatong has sent home several Filipinos engaged in offshore gaming operations. The DMW chief added that they are collecting the statement of each Filipino worker rescued from Laos in a bid to identify the recruiter.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Budget and Management is confident that the proposed 6.3 trillion pesos national budget for 2025 will be signed into law by the President before Christmas. Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman cited the swift approval by the House of Representatives and the Senate's commitment to meet the deadline. If approved as proposed, the 2025 budget would represent a 10.1% increase over the current year's allocation. The House of Representatives approved the 2025 proposed national budget at the third and final reading on September 25, after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. certified it as urgent on the same day.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
Let us hear more updates from Beth Tañete about Philippine Air Force delivers vital relief to Sabtang Island following typhoon.
The Philippine Air Force Tactical Operation Group 2 facilitated a relief operation on Sabtang Island, Batanes. They used a so-called helicopter tagged to transported 10 Department of Social Welfare and Development support personnel and 60 kilograms of essential medicine to support recovery effort. The operation highlighted the PAP's crucial role in disaster response and air mobility. This is Beth Neta reporting for the AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Beth Tañete.
DWDD National News.
It's already 12:14 in the afternoon and you're still tuning at AFP Radio Facebook page, DWDD AFP Radio. And for our announcement, good news for our AFP pensioners whose pension accounts are with Land Bank of the Philippines. You may withdraw your pension for the month of October starting tomorrow, Tuesday, October 15. And meanwhile, for the AFP pensioners with pension accounts at Development Bank of the Philippines and Philippines Veterans Bank, you may withdraw starting on Wednesday, October 16. And of course, for pensioners whose pension accounts are tagged as hold, please contact the AFP PGMC office or call their hotline at 0966 311 5003 for further assistance.
DWDD National News.
And for other development story, despite a hefty increase in oil prices, operators of public utility vehicles will not file a petition for a fare hike despite. Pasang Mazda President Roberto Martin said he met with other leaders of the so-called Magnificent Seven and agreed not to push for an increase in the minimum fare. Martin said that jeepney drivers and operators do not take advantage of the passengers just to earn money. Diesel price is expected to go up by 2 peso and 50 centavos to 2 pesos 70 centavos, while gasoline will increase by 2 peso and 30 centavo to 2 peso and 50 centavos per liter.
DWDD National News.
And retail prices of rice can go down to 43 pesos per kilo if the government cuts the layers of middlemen before the commodity reaches the markets, according to Farmers Group Samahang Industriya ng Agrikultura. Sinag Executive Director Jason Cainglet said that typically, after being milled, the rice will be sold to at least 6 middlemen such as wholesalers and viajeros before it reaches consumers. He also explained that each of these layers adds 2 peso per kilo in the real price of rice before consumers can buy the staple. Based on monitoring of the DA in Manila markets, the local regular milled rice is sold as high as 50 pesos per kilo.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
And now let's hear a report on the ground about 88 IB and 2 MIB joint forces recovers 7 high-caliber firearms in Quezon. Go on for the details, Spencer Ross.
Indeed, Rofh, the 80th Infantry Battalion and operatives of the 2nd Military Intelligence Battalion successfully recovered 7 high-caliber firearms in Sitio Madaraki, Barangay Umiral, General Nakar, Quezon yesterday. The operation was based on a tip from a local resident. Recovered items included M16, M14 and M4 rifles, a grenade launcher and ammunition. The said initiative was part of the government's intensified campaign against terrorism and insurgency. This is Spencer, reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Spencer Ross.
DWDD National News.
For our other national news, the Bagong Pilipinas Serbisyo Fair of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has launched a 75 million peso support program for the creative industry. The program aimed at providing financial aid and capacity building opportunities to over 15,000 members of the creative industry, including financial aid and other services. The initiative is spearheaded by House Speaker Martin Romualdez. House Deputy Secretary General Sofonias Gabonada Jr. said the BPSF for the creative industry has also extended a 5,000 pesos cash aid to eligible beneficiaries under the Ayuda sa Kapos ang Kita program of the Department of Social Welfare and Development.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Justice said it will launch an investigation of the cases of high-profile killings that allegedly took place during the administration of former President Rodrigo Duterte. The alleged killings are now under scrutiny by the House of Representatives Quad Committee. DOJ Undersecretary Raul Vasquez said they will initiate the preliminary investigation in case build up once Congress refers its committee report together with affidavits or when somebody files a complaint against those responsible. He also explained that it could be the police or private complainants initiating the complaints.
Armed Forces Radio.
And for other updates, let us hear the details about first Filipino soldier receives 2024 Nininger Award for Valor. Go ahead, Muffet.
Yes, good afternoon. A Filipino soldier received the prestigious 2024 Alexander R. Nininger Award for Valor at Arms presented by the West Point Association of Graduates in New York. Philippine Army Major and West Point graduate Florin Herrera was the first Filipino who was recognized by the United States Military Academy. It was because of his heroic leadership during the 2017 Marawi siege, and as a first lieutenant, he played a key role in defeating enemy forces. His actions, including leading a successful ambush and neutralizing terrorist leaders, significantly contributed to the success of the military operations. This is Muffet Tizan reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Muffet.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear more from Kevin about 1001st Infantry Brigade ensures peaceful filing of candidacy for 2025 midterm elections.
The 1001st Infantry Brigade successfully concluded enhanced security operations during the filing of certificates of candidacy for the 2025 midterm elections. In coordination with the Commission on Elections and Philippine National Police, they ensured a peaceful environment in Davao de Oro and Davao del Norte. From October 1 to 8, proactive security measures led to zero incidents of violence during the COC filing, showcasing the brigade's commitment to public safety and maintaining election neutrality. This is Kevin reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Kevin.
DWDD National News.
Moving on to another story, Philippine National Police Chief General Romel Francisco Marbil has ordered a thorough investigation into the allegation of the existence of a reward system for every illegal drug personality killed in the past administration's drug war. Marbil ordered the probe following the revelation made by retired police colonel and former Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office Chairperson Rayina Garma. Marbil said they take these allegations very seriously. He emphasized that they will thoroughly investigate Garma's claims to ensure accountability and transparency within their ranks.
DWDD National News.
The new NAIA Infrastructure Corporation announced that the renovation of Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 4 starts on November 6. NNIC said the goal is to modernize the terminal, improve passenger experience, and prioritize safety upgrades. The renovation expected to be completed by February 2025. Terminal 4 currently serves AirSwift with 12 daily flights, Sunlight Air with 2 daily flights, and SEPGO with 36 daily flights.
Armed Forces Radio.
And more updates from Ella Mercado about a CTG member surrenders to authorities in Rizal Province.
A member of communist terrorist group non-PSR based in Tanay Rizal voluntarily surrendered to authorities 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday in Kilometer 50, Manila East Road, Municipality of Baras, also in the said province. Based on the report submitted to Police Regional Office 4A in Camp Vicente Lim, Laguna, the voluntarily surrendered member of CTG was identified as alias Raymond. The CTG member also surrendered 1 unit of caliber 38 snub-nose revolver with 5 pieces of live ammunitions and 1 M203 grenade launcher ammunition with engraved mark NPA. The voluntary surrender of alias Raymond facilitated by joint operatives of Rizal Provincial Mobile Force Company, Baras Municipal Police Station, Provincial Intelligence Unit, NPD, District Special Operation Unit, Regional Intelligence Division, Regional Special Operation Unit 4A, 404th Regional Mobile Force Battalion, Rizal Provincial Intelligence Team, Regional Intelligence Unit 4A, NISG National Capital Region, 22nd SAC, and 80th Infantry Battalion, Philippine Army, AFP. The authorities in Rizal Province said that the continuous surrender of local terrorists in their province is part of the successful peace campaign of our government troops in Region 4A. This is Ella Mercado reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Ella Mercado.
Armed Forces Radio.
More updates from First Year G. Let us hear more from Joanne about OCD commends NOLCOM AFP's efforts for Typhoon Julian relief operations.
Civil Defense Administrator Undersecretary Ariel Nepomuceno expresses profound gratitude to the Northern Luzon Command Armed Forces of the Philippines, particularly to Lieutenant General Fernil G. Buca, Philippine Air Force, Commander of Northern Luzon Command, and the troops of the NOLCOM AFP for their unwavering commitment and dedication during the recent relief efforts to typhoon-affected communities in Batanes and Ilocos Norte of Typhoon Julian. He emphasized the tireless effort of NOLCOM alongside with Honorable Gilberto C. Chodoro Jr., Secretary of National Defense, and President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., who personally visited and assessed the damage caused by Typhoon Julian on October 6, 2024, which has been instrumental in providing much-needed assistance to our affected communities. This highlights that collaborative efforts will not only ensure that all necessary resources are mobilized to help the communities recover and rebuild, but have also instilled hope and resilience within our communities. Meanwhile, Lieutenant General Buca reaffirmed NOLCOM's commitment to supporting the relief and rehabilitation efforts in the affected areas in coordination with the AFP and other government agencies. This is Joanne Sagaok reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Joanne from First CRG.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Justice has strengthened its case build-up against environmental crimes. Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla said that DOJ has issued a department circular which integrates environmental violations into the scope of proactive case build-up. Remulla stressed the urgency of addressing environmental crimes that threaten the nation's ecosystems. By incorporating environmental crimes into DOJ's case build-up process, the department aims to enhance collaboration between prosecutors and law enforcement agencies.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time and same station. Again, this is Rofh Suzon for AFP Community News. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.